Yo, what's good, everybody? Astro Benji back in the cut. Now I'm getting right into it. Okay, first of all, disclaimer: I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advice. Only guy on the internet making videos. You know what I mean? You shouldn't trust me. What you should do is you should take what I say with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? And maybe apply your own research to see if it pans out as legitimate stuff, right? All that aside, I think I found an opportunity personally again in the stock market to make money when everything is really overbought and high risk, like we saw with EVs. So, no, it's not Tesla. I'm bullish on Tesla, but I just can't buy right now. Maybe look for a small correction there. Well, if you guys want a video on Tesla, just put it in the comments. I'll do a DD on it, I guess. But no, no, no. My opportunity that I found is Palantir, guys. Now you're probably thinking, okay, well, look, it's down, 3.6% today and down over 20 something percent just in the last 2 weeks. Well, here's the thing, guys. I think that this is an overreaction and that we're going back up. But I want to prove this first with um, looking quickly at the earnings report. This is going to be quick. I'm just going to go through job notes. So, bottom line, revenue growth 36% year over year, which is actually a miss from 49% expected growth that they had in quarter two. So in quarter two, they were basically growing fast, too fast, and now that they're paying for that, I don't understand, but whatever. They beat their own guidance, which is good, but this basically led a RBC analyst to put out a bearish, price target of 19 from 25, and this is basically this guy has like some merit to him, so but whatever, I don't like to trade off analysts and stuff. I don't think that's a very, you know, functional trading, you know, strategy. I don't think so. I think trading and investing is much more than just looking at analysts because, I mean, if that was the case, everyone would be, extremely profitable in the markets, but it's just not. Anyways, that aside, why did the revenue drop this quarter? Well, well, not drop, but like what the revenue expectation drop? Well, this is why. They dropped core government revenue from 66% to 34 or 39%, sorry, which is somewhat of a steep drop considering that Palantir does rely on government contracts mostly for their money and funding and whatnot. Also, quick note: they won a $2 million award for their work against COVID-19. But why? I think this number is misrepresented. I think anything, and Wall Street does. I think I heard people speak of this that they don't like how basically Palantir gets a lot of money revenue that's kind of secretive. Like you can't really, if you're working with the government, you can't really share everything. So as you can see, last year we had you know basically throughout this year we had a kind of somewhat a trades war with China, and this can cause a lot of work for Palantir, I think, and I think it just wouldn't make sense for it to drop. I think there's more Palantir Gotham related work with their platform Gotham this year, but I think it can't really be represented on earnings as of yet. Maybe in the future, but I think that number is misrepresented. But that's just you know speculation. So don't take that with granted, like everything I say. Not a financial advisor. But one thing I'm very bullish, and you can see like this is really what they highlighted: customer commercial revenue up 103%. So to me, this is the most important thing. I think a lot of people see it this way, that the commercial market for them is a lot bigger than obviously the one in the government, because they can't work with every government, but they can work with every business if they know what they're doing. I think that if you continue to have this commercial rise, and they did have their customer count actually grew by 46%, which is very good because they don't rely on too many customers. They sell a very expensive product to a few, right? So the more commercial they get, I think the more they work with mid-sized, small-sized companies. And I think as years goes by, every year goes by, they get more and more data, because this is how their software works. They attain data from basically the experience of other companies. Like basically Google attains data from all its users. Same thing here. So this is, the base of AI. So what they need to do, I think, to reach that $1 trillion market cap by 2030, 2035, and counting in inflation, let's say 5% a year, right? I don't know. I don't want to get into inflation this year, but not looking so good. I think they can reach that trillion by that time. If they continue to grow their commercial side, I think they need to aim for small size businesses and give them, the tools to grow to into a bigger business themselves. I think they can do that with the data of bigger businesses. But again, I don't work at Palantir. This is just my bull case for it. So, what do I think about where the stock is going? I think I like to do one thing, and it's follow the money. I think if you followed the money, you could have made, a lot of money this year. With AMC, for instance, when it was $5, I saw BlackRock, and a lot of people saw this. BlackRock started buying in its shares at $5, and we all know AMC ran up to 73, which was a crazy squeeze of some sort. So I think you're seeing the same thing here, guys. I think you're seeing that drop, and now you're seeing institutions drive out retail and buying their shares. I think market manipulation is always going to exist, and this is, what really defines market manipulation at the end of the day, right? So it's a very broad term, but I think that you have all these institutions, getting more and more shares. You have BlackRock, ARK, ETF. So I think they're looking at this like, okay, we're going to make this our opportunity to keep buying these shares and build our position over the next several years. And you saw institutional ownership rise to around 32%, according to Fintel, from around 22%. So let's get to the technical side. I don't want to make this video too long, but quickly, what do I see? RSI oversold. See gap fills. If you guys don't know, gap fills about 90% of the times gaps get filled. So very bullish on the gap fills. You don't really have any to the downside, I don't think. So it's good that we have them upside, right? So you have these gap fills right here. So if you want to get in for a swing trade, that might be a smart idea. If you're like, okay, well, the company's good, but I don't really care, I just want to make money, I think this is a good swing trade opportunity. Excuse me, guys, my phone went off. I think this is a good swing trade opportunity to at least 24, 20, maybe 23, 24, 25, depending how big your position size is. Remember, guys, smart to use a stop loss, but everybody has their own trading strategy, right? So you have this gap fill up here as well for the more, in the more longer term sense. And you have kind of this bull flag forming over the last year and somewhat month, right? So let's go quick and see. Okay, so the stock hit 26. Stock is at 2068. Hit a low of 2018 today. Now, I don't want to call it too early, because obviously I don't have a magic ball, right? And I'm just some guy on the internet. But I think this is a reversal. And the reason I say that is because we know 2050 was a strong support. We know that the next support after that is about 18 something dollars. Today we went under that, and we held 20, which is a psychological level of support. Excuse me for my phone again, but we held that 20 level, which is really good. So now we don't have to go to the teens. And look at the volume, guys. Incredible amounts of volume compared to, every other day. You can just see that people are starting to trade the stock more and more and more. And, at a point this was down around 5%. Now you're getting this climb back. You're getting this bull flag real quick. And, we need to get over that VWAP to, get that full reversal trend. But, excuse me, I think that long-term, my price target, so let's start with this. The price target for the end of the year for me is around $24.50. So I think if you're getting in for a swing, you could probably get in and maybe get out in the next few weeks. I don't know if you're going to do calls or not or whatever. I don't think covered calls is the best idea now that it's so oversold, but, you can do that as well. Again, your own strategy. I'm just giving advice, not a financial advisor though. So my price target for the end of the year is $24.50, maybe 25, depends. Again, just my price target doesn't mean anything. Next 12 months, I think $38. Next time, I think you come back next year and you're looking at this at $38. I think you'll be right near the highs and pardon my French, but you'll be looking at this stock next year right near all-time highs, if not new all-time highs. I want to be conservative and say $38 to get more commercial revenue and stuff. Again, pardon my phone. I don't know why people want to text me now, but price target next 12 months, $38. Again, guys, so that basically wraps up the video, honestly. So, let's just, I just want to emphasize that I think that this stock in the next few weeks will become a $24.50 stock. That's a $3.50 move. I guess $3 from here, but in the next year, I think 38, and every year, I think if they continue with that 30% growth year over year that they target for, I think you can see the stock in the hundreds very soon, the next 2-3 years, I think. But the stock market is irrational, guys, so anything can happen. The stock can continue to drop or it can really go up very quickly. But I think just my main point on this is just to follow the money, right? And you have a bunch of money flowing into this stock institutionally. The big money is what makes the move. So follow the big money. Maybe you'll make some good money as well. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Just take this, not a financial advisor. I had to say it one more time, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to get sued, but, Astro Benji, you know what I'm saying? I'm out. Hopefully, guys, you make some money off some of my advice. Maybe you don't, but at the end of the day, it don't matter. Because this is not financial advice, you know what I'm saying? Just my thoughts, and, I hope you guys, best regards, guys. Hopefully you make some money. Maybe not from my advice or whatever, but just make money in general, you know what I mean? That's our goal here, guys. So I'll continue to pump out these videos. If you can, like and subscribe, that'd be great. If you don't want to, that's up to you, you know what I'm saying? You're not forced to do anything, but thank you for checking out the video, and Palantir to the moon, I guess.